This is Clem with Clem's Organic Gardens in Brevard, North Carolina. Today is May 28th, 2017, and today I want to demonstrate flame weeding my potatoes. So this is one of my two fields of potatoes, which are looking really good. They are, at this point, they are hilled as high as I can get them, and they were just about starting to flower. You can see the flowers starting to form there. And this point, at least for me, weed control gets kind of hard because it's pretty easy to control the weeds with the hilling with the tractor up till now. But I got these hilled all the way up. I'll go on the other side. And then we got a bunch of rain. We got like 4 solid days of rain. And so that germinated a bunch of little weeds right up along the hill there, which seem like maybe they're not that big a deal right now, and they won't get in the way of the production of the potatoes, I'm sure. But these, they're starting to flower. I mean, they haven't even started to form tubers yet, so they're gonna be here for a while, and those weeds are going to grow, and then the plants will die back and then get cut down. And when it comes time to harvest, if we leave those weeds alone, they'll just kind of take over. It'll be a lot harder to harvest them. So I'm going to use the flame weeder here. I will come through and cultivate again and kind of hill. I'm going to come back through with the hillers, but the problem with that is you just can't get the soil piled up any higher than this. At least I can't with the equipment that I have. So stuff that's like way up here, if there's something that's germinating up at the top of the hill, it's not going to get covered by anything. I'm not going to be able to get through mechanically, and we still haven't really dried up from all that rain, and it's kind of like we might get more rain. It's not totally clear. It's going to be at least cloudy. So, and I haven't done this before. This was, I did my other field with the flame weeder, and it seemed to work out pretty well. So, I'd heard about some other folks who use a flame weeder in potatoes. I'd never done it before, but that's what I'm doing. So this is my flame weeder. Just a backpack flame weeder. I believe it's a Red Dragon. I got it on Amazon. I just bought the actual, like, the wand and this part, whatever, the propane line. This is just a regular tank for a grill, like a 20-pound tank, which is bigger. You can buy the whole thing, a backpack flame weeder that has a smaller propane tank. It's a little easier to carry around. But I do a lot of flame weeding, so I like to have the bigger tank. And they're easier to find. So I just use this tank that I had or bought one, and this is the backpack frame from an old external frame backpack I found at the thrift store, which is in great shape, and I just kind of rigged it up with bungee cords. But yeah, basically this is kind of like a high-powered propane torch, and I will demonstrate it in a second. But so I'm going to come through with this, and I'm going to run it along and kind of point it at the underside, like in between the potato plants here. So I want to kind of get it at an angle, and run along real quick and just get this flame, and then get that heat up, kind of deflecting against here, and get up under the leaves of the potato plants, and that'll zap hopefully most of all those little weeds coming up in there. And it does burn the potato plants a little bit. So I did this side yesterday to demonstrate. And before I did any of this, I tested it out on a little plot to see what it would do, and then I did that whole other field, and it worked pretty good. So you can see, like, it does damage the potato leaves. They don't get through unscathed. You can see they're sort of singed, but not too bad. I mean, even this one that was kind of hanging down, it got probably got flamed pretty good, but it doesn't look too bad. And over here, you can't really see any of those little weeds. Like you see this is a little morning glory. They got fried, which I like to see that. Here's one that didn't get fried. But again, I will come through and cultivate this again when it dries out enough, but I don't know when that'll be. And it's always good to get the weeds as small as you can get them, I say. So it looks like I missed a few there. Again, it's a little bit of an experiment, but I'm going to get the flame weeder on here. And so the theory behind this is that it's not that you're not like kind of like frying the weeds. If you just have to heat them up to a point where they I guess their cell structure breaks down or whatever. And it only works with like really tiny weeds. It's been my experience. But let me put this thing on. So with the actual backpack thing that you buy, like ready to go, is a little more comfortable than this. This is kind of this tank's not totally full, so it's not too bad, but it's a little wobbly and it's kind of heavy, and it can be kind of dicey, especially walking through a uneven ground, especially when it's wet. But you know, I'm dealing with it. It works for me. Some people, smaller people, might not be able to handle the weight of it as much. And this will be extra awkward as I try to hold the camera too. All right. I'll go with the flame meter. I'm going to set the camera down for a second again. Keep this thing set low just to light it, and it'll stay lit. And it's got this handle, it's got a lever. It's really got a pretty powerful flame. And so you don't need to, you can walk pretty fast and go through there. So I'm just gonna So I'm not sure how easy that was to see, but you can see that's a little buckwheat dying from that flaming. But yeah, that's flame weed.